Hello everyone, Sir Mark here and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we will be talking about Google Forms. So, hindi na po bago sa atin ang Google Forms. Why? It's because gumagamit na rin tayo or nakapag-sign up na rin tayo sa mga forms na binibigay during webinars or surveys, quizzes. So today, naisipan kong gumawa ng Google Forms kasi marami akong nakikita on social media that most of the teachers, especially my friends on social media, are posting the list of their students and sinasabi nila na kung meron mang nakakakilala sa mga student nila ay pwedeng pakitag para at least makuha nila yung info. So, naisipan ko na gumawa ng tutorial kung paano gumawa ng Google Forms para at least madaling makuha ng mga teacher yung information ng mga student natin during this pandemic. Saan ba natin ginagamit itong si Google Forms? Google Forms can be used on survey, quizzes, reservations, order forms, or sa pag-gather ng data, gaya nga ng topic natin sa araw na ito. If you're interested with the topic, just keep on watching. Ang gagawin natin is to click on our browser. Okay? As you notice, na-ready ko na kanina, all you have to do is to type on your drive.google.com. Pwede mo namang i-click ang forms.google.com, but for me, ang ginagawa ko palagi is I am using my Google Drive para at least alam ko kung saang location ko ginawa yung aking Google Forms. So I can just create a folder first para at least hindi mawala. So by clicking New, and then we have our folder. Tapos pwede mong ilagay dito, say for example, advisory class 2020-2021, and then just click on create. It will automatically create a folder dito sa ating Google Drive. Then create a folder, all you have to do is to open the folder. The next, ang gagawin natin is to create a form. Paano? Just click on new, then followed by, makikita natin dito, we have Google Docs, we have the Google Sheets, we have the Google Slides, and then we can click on More. Then, just click on Google Form. Magkikreate po yan ng panibagong tab. Okay? What is the purpose of creating folder? Pag nag-create kasi tayo ng folder dito, automatic itong form na to, makikita natin dito sa folder na to. Okay? Kaya, first na step na gagawin natin is to open the drive para at least kapag hahanapin mo yung mga responses, hahanapin mo yung mga data, alam mo kung saan mo hahanapin kasi nag-create ka ng folder. Okay? So once you create or once you open forms.google.com, this will be the appearance. Okay? Ayun. So first na gagawin natin, once na na-click na natin ang create Google Forms or new Google Forms, automatic na ito yung makikita natin. We have the untitled form, we have our question, responses. Didiscuss natin kung ano yung mga yan. Okay? So in here, yung untitled form natin, dito natin nilalagay yung pangalan ng file para pag halimbawa hinahanap mo, makikita mo kaagad. Say for example, this is 12 CSS data, for example. Okay? So, ayun. Kasi the purpose of the video is kung paano i-collect yung data ng ating mga estudyante na hindi na tayo nahihirapan. Okay? Mag-fill up lang student, then automatic, kukunin na lang natin or da-download na lang natin from our Google Drive and Excel file na po siya. So, papakita natin yun mamaya. The next, we have our title here. Say, for example, we have 12 CSS section, for example, A. Then, pwede mong ilagay dyan sa form description or any text na pwede mong ilagay. Halimbawa, we have Mark B. Kabatbat, then the advisor of 12 CSS A, say for example. First, we have Untitled Question. Okay? We can just click on Untitled Question here. Once we click it, marami na naman pong lumabas. Okay? We can just type here, Untitled Question. Pwede po nating ilagay dyan ng name. We can also specify dyan sa ating field kung saan papakita niya kung ano yung mga kailangan mo or arrangement. You can just type last name followed by first name, then followed by middle name. Okay? So, pwede nating specify last name, first name, then we have the middle name. Next, we have our option here. short answer. Tamang-tama lang itong short answer na to. Why? It's because last name, first name, and middle name lang naman ang kailangan natin. Pero kung halimbawa, you will be collecting a message or response or comments, we can click on paragraph. Okay? So yan po yung mga iba't ibang klase ng question na pwede nating ilagay dito. The next, we have short answer or short answer text. Pwede nating ilagay dyan. Then sa baba, we have our duplicate. Okay? So we can just duplicate this. Kung halimbawa, ano yung mga data na pwede nating kunin. Then we can also delete this para ma-delete itong field na to. Then we can also click on required. Ibig sabihin, hindi nila maisasubmit ang form na to hanggat hindi nila nilalagyan itong field na to. That is required. Then on the 3 dots, once na-click natin ang 3 dots, meron tayong makikita na description. We can also describe here. Pwede mong ilagay dyan yung last name, first name, and middle name. Pwede mo rin ilagay dito sa baba yung description kung ano ang ilalagay natin sa ating name. Okay? So, ayun. We have last name, first name, and middle name. Okay? So, pwede nating ulitin to. We have full name, for example. And that is the description. Followed by yung 3 dots sa baba, we have response validation. On response validation, for example, sa survey, pwede mong ilagay dyan number. Ibig sabihin, yung i-input lang nila dyan ay number. Pero on full name, usually text ang nilalagay natin. We can also set the length, the maximum count character. Pwede mong ilagay ang maximum count character. Then we also have our regular expression. Okay, so for the sake of this demonstration, kasi hindi natin alam, baka may mga pangalan na merong number o nagkamali sa mga birth certificate. So we can just uncheck the response validation. Response validation on short answer, usually yung ginagamit dyan is text and numbers. You can also use length or regular expression. So for this video, i-uncheck lang natin ang response validation. Next, how are we going to add another field? Click on add question. Or you can just duplicate this. Kung halimbawa, parehas din lang naman ng data ang gagawin mo, click lang natin sa duplicate. What will happen? My first name, my full name na tayo doon, my full name na naman tayo dito. So gagawin lang natin dyan is to change. So papalitan natin. Say for example, you are also going to get the age of the student. As you notice, dito meron na siyang validation kaagad kahit hindi tayo naglagay or hindi natin sinek ang validation. Nade-determine niya kaagad kung ano yung ine-enter natin. Say for example, for age, okay, wala namang age na text, kaya number ang nilalagay natin. You can also remove the description kung halimbawa. So, yan, check lang natin dito. So, we have our age and then short answer also. Next, click on add. Another, discuss natin yung nandirito. We have paragraph, gaya nga ng sabi natin kanina. Paragraph is intended for, say for example, comment, message, etc. etc. Yun ang ginagamit natin, paragraph, for long text or character ang na-accept niya. Next, we have our multiple choice. So, multiple choice, ibig sabihin, kapag pinindot natin ang multiple choice, you are only allowed to select one, which is, say for example, for gender. We have male, female, meron na rin siyang prefer not to say. So, you can just click on add all. Automatic, nakalagay na yan. Kung halimbawa, Filipino naman ang gagamitin mo, lalaki, babae. Okay, so pwede mong i-modify yan. Next na gagawin natin or next na pipilian natin is we have checkbox. Checkbox naman, the difference between multiple choice and checkbox is, si multiple choice, isa lang ang pipiliin mo. Pero si checkbox naman, you can select multiple options. Pwede kang pumili ng marami. So, we have the drop-down. Si drop-down naman, ang gamit ni drop-down, halos parehas lang siya kay multiple choice. You are only allowed to select one. Say for example, pakita natin, male and female then. We have drop-down, magkakaroon siya. Ayun, we have our drop-down. Ito yung entry number 1 natin, male at saka female, then prefer not to say. Pakita natin, duplicate natin to para at least makita natin mamaya. So duplicate, ito yung drop down sa taas. I-edit natin to para at least makita natin mamaya kung ano ang pinagkaiba. So this is drop down Then the other one is multiple choice. Okay? So, since drop down yan, lagawin natin multiple choice para makita natin. So, drop down and then we have the multiple choice. Next, add ulit tayo ng bago. We have our file upload. Okay? File upload naman, it will allow the student to upload file. Say for example, picture, okay? Their selfie, pwede silang mag-upload, pwedeng i-request na mag-upload sila ng picture, pwede ring mag-upload ng file. Okay? So, I just click file upload and then click on continue kasi gagamitin ng drive. Then we have file upload, say for example, photo. Pag mag-upload sila ng picture. Okay? Halimbawa, para at least ma-recognize mo sila, makita mo kung sino-sino yung mga yon. So, ayun, meron din siyang validation na nakikita. We have our allow only specific file types. For example, in-on natin yan, pipili lang tayo. Since photo ang hinahanap dyan, ang pipindutin po natin ay image. Pero sir, what if hindi ko i-click yung allow only specific files? Kapag in-uncheck natin yan at in-off po natin yan, they can upload any type of file. Ibig sabihin, pwede silang mag-upload ng audio, pwede silang mag-upload ng PDF file, pwede silang mag-upload ng document file, ng Excel file, at saka ng photo. But if you want specific file types, i-on po natin yan and then we have to click on image. We can also set the maximum number of file size. We have 10 MB. Okay, by default, that is 10 MB. Pwede po nating dagdagan yan. We have 100 MB. Next, plus po tayo. Ano yung sumunod doon? We have our linear scale. Ano naman yung linear scale natin? Linear scale naman, ginagamit itong si linear scale for survey. Say for example, kamusta yung speaker natin? Rate the speaker from 1 to 5, for example. So, yun, pipindutin lang natin in a radio button like. Okay, so that is the linear scale. Next, we have multiple choice grid. Almost the same din lang with our survey. Ito yung ginagawa natin. We have satisfactory, we have very satisfactory, we have outstanding. For survey, itong mga to. The next, we have checkbox grid. It's almost the same. Then, we have date. Okay, so date naman, halimbawa, we are going to get the birthday of our student. So, pwede lang ilagay yung date dyan. Okay, month, day, and year. So, that is date. Next, we have this import question. We can also import question from our previous forms. Okay? So, ayan. Yan yung mga forms na ginawa natin. That is the form na ginawa natin on our online enrollment. And then, we have our data collection ng mga teacher natin. So, we can also import para hindi ka na uulit-ulit na gagawa. We have this, add time and description. For example, may mga parts itong form mo, pwede kang maglagay ng add and description. Pag nag-add tayo add title and description, magkakaroon lang siya ng ganito. Ayan. So, this is just basically the title. Okay, so ito po yun, add title and description. Say for example, kapag resume, no, pwede ka rin gumawa ng form na mag-gather ng resume or ng personal data sheet ng mga teachers or ng mga student natin. We can add, say for example, we have the basic information and then ito yung kaalaman niya. Tapos on another part, we have the educational background. Ilalagay mo na naman ito. Kiklik mo na naman. So that's it. Next, we have our add image. We can add image. For example, we have photo. And click natin ito. For example, insert natin itong mukhang to. Ano mangyayari? Okay, so nag-add tayo ng image thing. We have add video. You can also add video. Link natin yung URL once they open your form. Kung halimbawa introduction ng iyong data collection, ng iyong survey or video mo na uploaded on YouTube, you can also insert it here. The video. And then next, we have add section. Sa add section naman, anong nakalagay dyan? Ayun, after the section, continue the next section. Customize theme. As you can see, naka-violet siya, parang Barney. We can also select color ng gusto natin. Halimbawa, we have green. Okay? So, magi-green siya. Aside from color, we can also insert header. Choose header. We can also select choose header. Halimbawa, work and school. We have illustrations. We have birthday. Ayan, for invitation, you can also use this. We have food and dining. So, marami tayong pagpipilian. You can also create your own header. So, paano yon? Just click on upload. Upload lang natin, then browse. Tapos, hahanapin mo yung header na ginawa mo. So, ganun lang. Paano po ulit yun? We have to click on choose. And then, we have themes, for example. Halimbawa, pili na lang tayo dito. For example, this one because I love football. Then, just click on insert. Para at least sa may theme lang po tayo. Ayun. So, makikita nyo, we have our header na nandirito. Automatic din siyang namimili ng kanyang theme color based on the picture or the theme na pinili mo. We have our eye. Atong eye na ito yung sa may preview natin. Para at least bago mo i-send, makita natin kung anong itsura ng ating form once we send it to our student. So, halimbawa, that is the first section kasi nilagyan natin ng first section yan. The moment they click next, ayan. So, lalabas na yung second section natin. Click on submit. Ayan. So, your response has been recorded. Okay? So, pag check natin dito or pagbalik natin dito, i-modify natin kasi kanina nga dalawa yung ating gender. We have drop down at saka multiple choice. So, ang gagawin lang natin dyan is to click this and then we have to click the icon delete para at least iisa lang yung gender natin. Okay? Gender entry natin. Then, as you notice, sa may gilid niya, we have responses. Okay? Responses, ibig sabihin, dito natin makikita sa tab na to, yung mga nag-input, yung mga student natin, dito natin makikita. Okay? Ayan. So, merong isa. Meron na rin siyang graphical style. Okay? No? Ilang kayang male, ilang kayang female. Makikita natin dito. Okay? The next, another thing on responses, no? Makikita natin dito, we have this icon, pinaka-importante, we have create spreadsheet. Okay? On create spreadsheet kasi, once we click that, i-open naman niya ang ating spreadsheet. So, just click on spreadsheet, automatic, nag-create siya ng spreadsheet. That is the time or yun yung part na makukuha natin or makikita natin na naka-Excel file na yung mga data na in-input nila. Okay? So, we can just download this. This is from Google Drive to Google Form, then from Google Form to Google Sheets. Okay? Say for instance, gusto nating i-download to. Paano ang gagawin natin or how are we going to download our Google Sheets para at least ma-open natin sa ating Microsoft Excel file? So, all you have to do is to click on File, then followed by Download, tapos we have Microsoft Excel. Automatic, magkakaroon na tayo ng data, pwede mo nang ilagay sa flash drive mo at ilipat kung saan mo man gustong ilipat. And another thing, after downloading the data from our Excel, yung reason why we started with Google Drive is that it organizes all the forms na ginawa natin doon sa ating Google Drive para hindi tayo mawala pag halimbawa hahanapin natin. Okay? So, halimbawa, na-close natin yan. Na-close din natin yan. Na-close din natin ito. Saan ko pa kaya hahanapin yon? All you have to do is to open your drive at dito po natin makikita lahat. Okay? Ito po yung aking drive, drive.google.com, kung saan po tayo nagsimula or kung saan tayo nag-start. And then, nag-create po ako ng folder kanina. We have the Advisory Class 2020-2021. Dito natin makikita. Ito yung Google Form na ginawa natin. Ito yung Excel file na ginawa natin at dito natin makikita lahat ng mga pictures na in-upload ng ating mga student. Okay po? So, ayun. Kung halimbawa gagawa na naman po tayo ng panibagong Google Form, uulitin pa ba natin yon? Hindi na. Ang gagawin mo na lang doon is to right-click on this form and then make a copy. Okay? I guess that's it for today. I hope you learned something and nakatulong itong video na to para at least sa pag-collect ng ating data, or if you are also working on your thesis, you can also use this Google form this time of pandemic para at least makapag-gather or makapag-survey sa mga target audience mo. Okay? So, this is Mark. Once again, I hope you learned something new. Just hit on subscribe and the notification bell. And thank you for supporting by watching the video. And share this video to your co-teacher. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng sumusuporta. And God bless you all. Keep safe always, my dear teachers and students. Thank you very much.